Did you know that there's a manipulation tactic that some men use to make you overperform for their approval? It makes you not want to lose them, and sometimes it can even make you compete for their validation. And the worst part about this tactic is that you won't realize that you're actually doing it. You won't realize. The only way you realize this is if you sit down and really evaluate the situation and what's happened, or someone actually makes it clear to you. This method is called the triangulation strategy, and this is when somebody introduces a third party between two people. For example, have you ever been seeing a man and he makes subtle hints that there is another woman in the picture or there are other women that want him? That is a very subtle way of implementing the strategy, because what happens is you become aware of potential threats to the thing that you want, which is a relationship with this man. And subconsciously, you also become aware of the fact that somebody else might take this man away from me. And if they are able to take this man away from me, it means I don't get the thing that I want. So sometimes what ends up happening is you start to overcompensate, you start to overperform for his validation and approval. You start to do this to secure your position in his life. And now when there's a moment where he pulls away, you start to overperform even more because you do it out of fear. You don't want to lose him, and you don't want to lose him to the people that he's mentioned or the woman that he's mentioned. Sometimes he might not be speaking to these women or seeing these women. It might just be an ex that's always on his case. It might be a friend that likes him. But anyway, if you're still watching this video and you want more tips on finding out the manipulation tactics that men have used against you and men are using in the dating world today, I've created a community called the Awakened Women's Circle where I'm going to be teaching a lot more. If you want to join this community, tap the link in my bio and you can join the waiting list. The spots will open probably in the next 5 days.
I'm going to be honest. A man uses fear to manipulate women. Let me tell you something. If I know you ain't never had no daddy and you never had no mama like that, I'll be your security. I promise you that I got you. You know what I'm saying? I give you all the love, make you feel wanted every day. And then it's some things that you may not know how to do. I'm going to tell you to do it. If you don't do it, I may beat on you or verbally abuse you. So now I got you under my control because you feel like I'm your safe place. So you try to do everything to stay in that safe place. You try to do everything to please me so I can please you. You hear what I'm saying? See, when a person give you a little bit, they feed you a little bit, give you somewhere to stay, paying your bills and all that, you feel secure. You know what I'm saying? You don't feel like you're going to lose anything. But if you don't do what the person say, you feel like you're going to lose everything because they're doing everything for you when you can't do it for yourself. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be stuck there. If you trust in them with everything you got, that's all you got is them. You ain't got yourself no more. You don't even control yourself no more. Unless you run off and just be homeless and start all over. Other than that, you'll just be sitting there. You'll just be sitting there waiting on them every day while they playing right in your face. Calling everybody right in your face. They're doing everything right in your face. You can't do them because they prone to be your safe place. Ain't your safe place no more because your heart is hurt. Your mind is hurt. You know what I'm saying? They want you to crash out and act crazy. And then they tell everybody you crazy. And then they tell everybody you ain't got nothing. I take care of everything. And then they don't appreciate me. That's what happens. That's what happens. That's how men mess up your mind. They know what they be doing. Find women from a weak place and make her feel like she in a strong place. And then when she can't do certain things that he won't, then he put her back in a weak moment. And she's scared to be in that weak moment. So she try to be strong and do as much as she can to keep him loving her the way he did in the beginning. Truth hurt. Think about it.
Things guys say when they're manipulating you into liking them. Oh God, I can't believe I'm exposing this type of stuff. The real players, they're never gonna approach the body's question just because they don't want it to be reversed onto them. And if they find themselves in an emergency situation where the question is reversed onto them, they will tell you around 20-ish because they understand that anything less than 15 sounds extremely unrealistic. Too high is gonna make them undesirable. They know that. So they give you an answer that is a little bit on the high side, but not extreme. Number two, he's gonna present himself to you in a way that makes it seem like the most enjoyable time he has is being spent at home. What do I mean? He's gonna convince you that he likes being at home more than he likes being outside. The truth of the matter is, if he's a pretty boy, if he's a player, and you feel it in your insides if he likes being outside. Why does he like being outside? How can he get eyes on him or attention if he's not outside? Number three is really gonna hurt my soul to say out loud, but I'm gonna say it anyways. He tells you that he doesn't like thirsty girls. Oh God, I can't believe I'm saying this. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like, a girl that's really pressing him, like on his back for it, like just thirsty for it. I'm deep down in his soul, like in the innermost darkest parts, he enjoys that. But he's not gonna tell you that because he wants you to like him. He doesn't want you to think that he's impressed by all these girls chasing after him. He wants to seem too cool for school, but the truth is,
And ladies, understand this. The only type of men that will call you crazy, bitter, broken, scarred, mad, angry, and all of the above is a motherfucker that you want to allow to play in your face or the one that you want to allow to manipulate you. Stay woke. For sure, for sure. Free.
Men gonna always pick the weaker woman. Let me say it again for the ones in the back. A man will always choose the weaker woman. Let me explain why. So, when you got an insecure man, because most of the time, only an insecure man is going to choose a weak woman. A man who is secure within himself going to always go with the stronger one because they can build better. Okay, so most insecure men gonna choose that weaker woman. Why, you say? Because she's gonna do whatever the fuck he say. He know he can do whatever the fuck he want, and she not gonna go nowhere. Most of the time, she's insecure, and it helps feed his ego because he is insecure. Okay, so then he typically not gonna go with the stronger one because she challenged him. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. She challenged him. She's going to call out the lack of accountability. She's going to call out the shortcomings. She's going to call out the manipulation, the gaslighting, the narcissist. She's going to call it all out. That weak one, she's going to bitch, but she ain't going to bitch about those. She's just going to bitch like, oh, you cheated on me. Most of the time, a man can peep out when a woman is weak. And most of the time, a man will tell other women, other people, she's weak-minded, but that's okay. So it's like, it's some things that women say that trigger men to like, oh, okay, oh, I know I can do that. When a woman begs a man to give her time or like, just let me grow, that's weak. That's weak right there. And another thing, when a man does wrong and a woman don't walk away, you're telling that man, I can do anything. And another thing is, you got to be careful about what you tell these men that happened in your past. If you tell a man, I let this nigga cheat on me, you know, I took him back, I did this. That man calculating, okay, I can do this, I can do this, I can do this, and she's still going, she gonna stay, she gonna stay. Especially a weak-minded woman. Let a strong motherfucker tell a nigga what happened in the past and he try that shit, watch how fast he gone.